Yes? For brevity's sake, I'll skip the ponderous details, and I'll take your blank expression as silent gratitude for my consideration of your time. I spent a few years working as a mercenary, which was unfulfilling and not particularly profitable. When that work brought me here, I quit. I rolled into Prim the fucking week before those slack-jawed cocksuckers at the prison saw fit to hand out explosives to their prisoners. But that's been cleanly resolved, as near as I can tell, so enough grousing about the bullshit of the past. It's the future that interests me. Answering questions is thirsty work, friend, and seeing as how I'm stone-fucking sober at the moment, I don't have the constitution to speak further.
Hey, baby. Looking for... Wait, who are you supposed to be? New worker? Traveler? Whatever. I'm sure your money spends the same. Is that a serious question? I'm really not remotely interesting. Grew up dirt poor, parents liked to slap me around, ran away at 14, usual stuff. Got into, hookering once I realized that it was mostly easy money, and I didn't need any training. Eventually, I found Sloan. Good old Sloan, where almost every resident is an overworked, stressed-out dude looking for, love. That's my story. Whole thing. Did you like it? Should I get to work on an autobiography? 100 caps, and a verbal agreement that you're not some lunatic that stabs hookers to appease the voices in your head. Assuming a cheap quarry hooker knows how to read. Bold assumption. Granted, in my case it happens to be true. Let's see. A room is part of the deal. Always good. Discount on liquor and drugs. Not bad. On my own for food, looks like. No surprises there. Well, look, this sounds right up my alley, so I'd say we've got a deal. Except... my pimp would never allow me to run off to Prim and work in livable conditions. Maybe I'd be free to take this offer if someone persuaded him. Yeah, if you can just splatter a wall with his brains, I'd be happy to work at this joint in Prim. He usually hides out in this bunker up north a ways, full of security robots and high-end mercenaries, so bring your big guns and badass friends. Let me mark it on your map there and... Nah, I'm fucking with you. I don't have a pimp. Sure, I'll head to Prim to work out the details with this Molly lady. Once you guys finish construction. Until then, I'll just be here. Thanks for the job offer. Hope you guys aren't secret cannibals.
Do you need something? Oh? It seems she's savvier than I would have expected from a mining camp hooker. I wonder if that will be a boon or a curse for us in the future. I suppose we'll find out in due time. I happen to have a fondness for clever and ambitious employees. They get up to some interesting business. Here, some money for your trouble. I'm sure Silas still has more work to be done, so I won't keep you any longer.
Yes? Just so. Now, unless you suffered a traumatic brain injury in the last couple of hours, I've no doubt you recall fetching those liquor supplies. The reason, of course, being that I don't want to set up a distribution deal with whatever fucking inbred moonshiners we might find around here. I want us to be able to handle such things by ourselves. More profit, less relying on yokels. Who could fault me in that? Alas, when it comes to brewing chems, I'm afraid we have no choice but to rely on others. Lucky for us, I have somebody in mind. A preacher, of all fucking things, if you can believe that. Okay, granted, not a Christian preacher. Some sort of mystical tribal voodoo nonsense or something to that effect. Regardless, she's apparently a known quantity in several of the Mojave's more, how to put this delicately, destitute shitholes. Yeah. She preaches of some sort of metaphysical salvation, and here's the good bit. The path to her brand of enlightenment is copious amounts of drugs. By my understanding, she's currently spreading her notion of the good word up in that Aerotech hobo encampment. No doubt she'd be happy to chat. Until next time, then.
Welcome, brother. How can I help you? I give what aid and comfort I can. I have medical knowledge thanks to my time with the followers. I only do what I can to help. Farewell, friend.
Something I can help you with, stranger? Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp.
Yes, greetings and salutations to any and all truth seekers and children of the stars. I stand before you to share tidings of joy. The astral truth of the universe lies before you, and yet, unless your eyes are open to the wisdom of the stars, this truth shall ever elude you. But do not give in to despair, brave wanderers. All you need to do is take my hand as I journey back to the waiting family of astral enlightenment. Oh my, you there, your aura shines and glitters like a star that has touched down on the earthly plane. Come here, friend. If you were to sit down beside a blind man and describe to him the view of Vegas glittering in the night, wouldn't he call you crazy? The world is full of possibilities, friend. However, will we discover them all if we bury our heads in the sand, blissfully unaware of what could be? I hope it isn't terribly presumptuous of me, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. Would you consider joining our family of truth seekers? That's not how things work, friend. I may, or may not, have the chemical resources you apparently are so desperately in need of. But if I did have them, surely it wouldn't behoove me just to give them away, or to make suspect deals with strangers in dirty refugee camps. Meaning no offense to you all, proud inhabitants of this filthy dumping ground for refugees and losers of all stripes. Anyway, I'd be delighted to hammer out the terms of a deal with you. However, in the spirit of decorum, this is neither the time nor the place. If you're interested in seeing such a bargain through, meet me right here. Here. Yes, right there. Now then, I really need to continue my sermon, so I trust if this matters to you, we'll meet again soon at that spot. Until then. Each and every one of us has our destiny written across the heavens in the shining typography of the stars themselves. Salutations, Astral Brother. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our community of celestial truth seekers. No doubt you're eager to explore this refuge, but I would recommend you make your first stop at the home of our prophet and introduce yourself. Why, home, of course. Maybe it's a crater of some sort? Even better, it's hard to notice unless you're looking for it. It gives us a quiet and safe place for us to contemplate the meaning of the stars. I was the one who discovered it some years ago. Oh, and, the prophet helped too. Yes, he sure did. Couldn't have done it without his help. The water pouring in is mostly snowmelt, so it's relatively clean. There's also a hot spring, but we don't drink that. Soil's good enough for crops. Electricity was a little touch and go for a while there, but, well, basically we have no need to rely on outsiders to live happily. May the light of
Hey there.
Oh, hey. Strangers in my house. Acting like that's normal? Okay then. Yeah, I'm sure you're O's new blood. Chick was bouncing off the walls whenever someone actually agrees to visit. Always with the religious shit. Anyway, name's John. Turns out I'm some sort of divinely ordained mystical prophet of the stars, or some shit. Oh, sure, that's no problem. We make a fuckload of pretty high-grade chems here, and shipping them out brings in plenty of cash. Okay, well, there is a little problem, now that I think about it. Supply lines are being butt-fucked or something. Hey, you hoofed your ass all the way here, so you clearly give a shit about this situation. Fix our supply issues, and we're in business. Perfect. Good question. You see, there's an incredibly important service that keeps our community running. Basically, drug smuggling. We sell our surplus for big money, the chems go out into the wasteland to find happy homes, and we spread our influence a bit. Everyone wins. Problem is, the man doesn't like it when people are free and happy, and the man wants to shut down our shipments. NCR, Legion, all of them fuckers. So, of course, the job of getting the shipments from point A to point B is goddamn vital. You're probably cluing in on the job right now, huh? Yeah, thought so. Right, so get on out there and help fix our smuggler's boat, or whatever the fuck her problem is. Yeah, her boat. What, you think we lug giant drums full of chemicals around the desert with our legs? No, we tried that once and it led to one of our brothers getting shot in the face, and 50 gallons of our ritual insight shit getting stolen. No, we have an honorary member with a boat who smuggles our stuff up and down the Colorado. Problem is, something. I don't know what it is, really. She's been parked near Camp Golf sending bitchy messages about rocket cocksuckers or something. Fuck if I know. Go find her, see what she wants. Hey, this is vitally important. You take care of this, you might just earn your place among, the astral children and all that jazz. Well, I'm not really sure, truth be told. See, it started a couple years back. My ex was trying to kick my door down so she could rob me blind, claiming it was part of alimony. Fucking liar. Well, I grabbed all the chems and booze I could carry and hopped out the back window. Probably should have opened it first, but live and learn. Anyway, I got really fucked up, so this is a bit fuzzy, but I ended up in the desert, real far into the desert, and I didn't have food or water. Lucky for me, I found some cactuses growing out there, and I survived off those. Turned out they were pretty kick-ass hallucinogens too. That's another drug-induced blank spot. But somehow I wandered back into civilization, where I bumped into some crazy chick preaching to hobos. We got to chatting. Turned out she was trying to get people to join her in some crazy-ass drug trip religion. She said I'd be perfect for it. Both of us went along trying to recruit people. She was preaching about astral magic or something. I just said there was drugs and sex. I recruited lots more people than her, and a bunch of them started saying I must be some kind of divinely ordained prophet. Works for me. Sorry, gotta be a full-on member of the religious revolution before you can drop trow with the best of us. Didn't used to be that way, but O was getting real tired of me importing hookers from West Side and then not letting her preach at them. Whatever. This ain't a lot of guns. This is a barely adequate amount of guns. If I had my way, I'd have rows of gun racks floor to ceiling. Aside from being just fucking fun to shoot, personal armament is the only surefire method of ensuring peace and fucking equality. It's a lot harder to be oppressed if you can shoot your oppressors in the face. Excuse me? You want a fucking job? I'm the prophet for the world's new foremost religion, not the goddamn hiring manager at your little shantytown's local coffee joint. They'll tell you their secret ingredient is love, but guess what? It's actually piss. Welcome to the real world, amigo. No, really, wait, what was I saying? Oh, right, you wanted work. Of course I have work for you. A stable economy is of paramount theological importance and shit. So, here's the thing. There's some conflicts of personality scattered throughout our little family here. Nothing good, right? I mean, I know that in a family setting, personality conflicts are like incest. It's gonna fucking happen no matter what you do. But, as the holy father of this family, I won't be allowing us to fracture because of petty infighting. So, I'm going to hammer that shit out. Except, actually, no I'm not, because you're gonna do it. See what happens when you ask for work? You get to do work. First up is that lunatic Dash. He wants me to tell his daughter to hug him more often, or something. Go make him happy and I'll give you, money.
Well, well. Look at this. Yet another innocent has fallen prey to my ethereal beckoning and found themselves drawn to my dark aura. But you have nothing to fear, mortal. The depravities of the darkness would never dare strike a soul under my veil of protection, as you now are. You may rest easy, for you are now safe under the ever-watchful eyes of Dash Killblood, ultimate badass. True, my parents were mere mortals, unaware that on the night of my conception, the planets had aligned and the demons wept with fear. The appellation they bestowed upon me was the sort of appellation best reserved for, regular people. An honest mistake. Once I had come into my own as an ethereal entity of demonic anguish, I granted myself a name that would better suit my transcendent nature. In the blackest night, the darkness whispers the name of the prophesized hero, chosen by fate to deliver humanity from evil itself, Dash Killblood. The prophet's wisdom knows no bounds, for I do indeed find myself struggling with an interpersonal conundrum. It is a matter of the gravest concern, for it centers around my daughter. You see, I sense an ethereal cloud of malicious intent hovering over her. Of late, where once we conferred as equals in our hunt for astral knowledge, she now stands reticent and unwilling to speak to me at length. Of course, I place absolute faith in the strength of her soul, but still, I find myself fearing that, mayhaps, she's delved into the darker mysteries. It would be unbecoming for a destined hero such as myself to allow my daughter to be tempted by the evils of this blighted world. And yet, she refuses to speak earnestly to me, and I would never dare to pry where I am unwanted. What's a chosen one to do? And so, I give unto you the sacred responsibility of speaking to her and doing what you can to banish this pall of darkness. I believe in you. I tread a dark and lonely path. A path too perilous and ponderous for consideration by any but the most battle-hardened of souls. That's right. While most souls are content to walk paths of safety and security, I chose to study the dark arts and walk the path of mycology. Aha! An understanding of the sesquipedalian arts. I see now why your aura was drawn to my own. We two know secrets the world must never know. Truly, it was a path I was forged from birth to walk. Much like the psychedelic shrooms that I study, I too am unshackled from the anchor of reality. And indeed, like these very mushrooms, I grant greater knowledge and insight to those that can brave the darkness in which I grow and spread. Hey man, why do you gotta be like that?
Oh? Yet another naive and innocent soul stumbles into my fell clutches. Take care not to incur my wrath, fool, lest I unleash my darkness upon you. You would dare speak such forbidden profanity in the face of what you foolishly believe to be an innocent child? No, such
audacity is completely beyond the abilities of any ordinary, unenlightened pillock. So that means that you must recognize the almighty darkness of Mandy Bloodshadow that dwells within this frail vessel. Finally! Well, since it would seem that your third eye is at least slightly open to the forbidden astral secrets, I suppose I'll humor you. What do you want?
That is no business of yours, fool! The inner machinations of my mind are too dark and powerful for you to comprehend. Begone!
Unless, perhaps I would permit you a glimpse into my dark and forbidden psyche. If you make an appropriate ritual sacrifice, of course. Yes, bring me a whetstone, with which I may hone my legendary blade. Also, I want a soda. One of the glowy white ones. I think they sell them at the mess hall.
Hey. I run the store, man. You wanna buy something? Groovy, man. We synthesize our own happy stuff, man. The Prophet is like friends with some crazy smuggler chick, so she brings in some goods in exchange for extra chems, man. And we got like some truth seekers going on wild desert pilgrimages, and like they bring back some interesting bits and pieces too, man. Hola. Oh, sure, man. Like, can't run the general store out of a mess hall, though. Wouldn't be sanitary, man. Like, if I see somebody in need of supplies, man, I, like, head to the general store and stuff. Makes sense to me, man. My pa always said I was, like, quieter than I looked, man. Dude, sure thing, compadre. See ya.
Once again, you tempt fate by subjecting yourself to my my darkness. Well, go on then. Well, good. Of course you did. I foresaw your success eons ago. Hand it over. Anyway, what did you want again? It's nothing personal. He's done nothing to earn my scorn. I simply lack an identity. Am I just a pale reflection of my father and no more? Yes, the blood of the Chosen One runs through my veins. But from whence does this blood truly hail? From him. Why am I here, lingering in this foolish mortal commune, when the stars call out for me to make my own mark upon this world? Because I'm 15. And Father says I've yet to reach an age wherein I would be permitted to make my own place in the world. I must become my own person. And the first step of that is to stop leeching my personality off that of my father. I still care for my father. I do. But it's far past time for me to read my own fate in the stars and become a chosen one on my own terms.
You return! Not that I'm surprised, of course. Your aura has been inexorably tied to my own, as all auras eventually are. Indeed. I see the fates have whispered their mycological secrets to you as well. You and I bear this. The darkness of the void has whispered to me that these mushrooms are a new species, a mutated offshoot of common pre-war hallucinogenic fungi. But, the spirits have not yet been so magnanimous as to gift me a proper research facility, so precise taxonomy is a bit beyond me at the moment. Regardless, these blessed mushrooms serve as one of the two mighty pillars of our community, matched in importance only by the prophet's words. Oh. Once I recall telling her that when my body fails and my soul slips beyond the firmament, I would watch over her from beyond the stars forevermore. On the day that she arrived, her aura shone so bright, for a moment, I thought the stars had fallen down to Earth to share with me their secrets. I couldn't be prouder of her truly, but still, I confess that a part of me took satisfaction from watching her follow so closely in my footsteps. Perhaps I have been overzealous in my role as her astral mentor. She's destined for greater things than I could ever hope to comprehend. And if the only thing I ever truly accomplish in my life is granting her the foundations to be the best chosen one she can, I am well satisfied. Now, I'm sure the Prophet has yet more quests for you to undertake, and it seems I must speak with my daughter to assuage her troubled mind. So it is here we part ways. For now, come back and chat any time.
Hey. Good. One less annoying thing for the Holy Prophet to have to waste his important time on. I think I promised you money. Yeah, here. Next up, so long story short, about a year ago, one of our more nomadic members stumbled across the aftermath of a Legion NCR skirmish. Only survivor was this Legion kid. We've been trying to raise him as an upstanding member of my prestigious flock, but no luck. Little bastard is dedicated to Kaisar, and our resident teacher is fed up. He says he's gotta go, so chat with him about that. There's money in it for you. Now get going.
Yeah? I'm Bowles. I'm the teacher here, which is a funny joke because there's only 2 kids in the entire cult. Oh, wait. Family. Excuse me. Thankfully, Mandy turned 15 not too long ago, and she's decided that's the age where she can stop attending. That Christ, she was obnoxious as hell. Now, if Peter ever decides to run off back to Caesar's loving embrace, maybe I can get back to day drinking. Good lord. He's fine. He supports me getting drunk all day, and lets me do my job however I want, but he ain't no magical religious prophet. He's just a charismatic guy that happens to advocate a life full of instant gratification and hedonism, and surprise, surprise, people find it compelling. If it weren't for Ophelia whispering in his ear, this would just be a friendlier than average druggy community. But no, she's got him advocating some ridiculous made-up religion because she got too high one night and believed the sky was talking to her. Bah! I'm not really much for praying in the first place, when we're talking about religions that have lasted thousands of years. A religion based on tripping balls and misinterpreting stupid astrology nonsense? Come on now, I'm an educator, goddammit. As to why I'm here? Hell, I got nowhere else to be. I get paid a bit to do my thing, and better yet, I can drink all day and nobody cares. These are leftovers from some battle between the NCR and Legion down in the southeast. One of our wandering members stumbled across the aftermath. I think John and Ophelia were both hoping to pump his head full of an interest in hedonism or drug-assisted astrology, respectively. But they both failed. Seems like the little bastard is pretty thoroughly indoctrinated into the Legion's set of values. Meaning, of course, that he's a little prick, and every minute I spend trying to deprogram him brings me one step closer to insanity. Oh, thank God. I've been telling him that for the past 6 months. Yes, Peter, the brat dressed as the legionary. I've tried all year to get him to stop with the Caesar worship, and nothing's worked. I give up. I know the followers of the apocalypse are looking to take in some kids that have been left orphaned by the war. Peter fits the way I see it. So go see if the missionaries will be willing to take the kid off my hands. They shouldn't be too hard to find, just check the refugee places. Thanks, really. I'm getting sick of dealing with this kid, goddamn.
Kaisar will have you crucified for keeping me here.
Hello. How can I help you? I'm not a doctor, if that's what you're wondering. I'm trying to give a second chance to some of the refugees here. War orphans, primarily. With nowhere else to turn and no remaining family to help them, they need somebody to step up. And as it always goes, the followers have to step in and fill that role to our own detriment. Because nobody else will. We're stretched too thin, and taking on new mouths to feed is only hurting us in the long term. But that's life, isn't it? Unlike some of the groups ravaging the Mojave at the moment, the followers prioritize human lives over hollow concepts. A sad story, and one all too common in the region these days. The boy was a legionary in training. That's uncommon, at least. Yes, if you'd tell your friend to bring the boy here, I can arrange for one of our people to take him back west. I only hope that we can get through to him. Kaisar's people are brainwashed completely, and it starts from the moment they're born.
Excuse me, friend. I couldn't help but overhear your little conversation with that lovely lady from the followers. You have a poor child in need of a happy home, yes? The followers have good intentions, but you must know how overworked and underfunded they are. Why, they'd have no time at all to care for this boy. I'd like to make a counteroffer. Arrange for the boy to be delivered to me, and I'll see to it that you receive a hefty reward. Say, 2,000 caps. Certainly. I represent a group of upstanding men and women with a taste for the delightful company of innocent children. They're just so much sweeter than the average wastelander, and we delight in having them for dinner. Oh, how delightful to meet a fellow gourmet, even out here in this filthy refugee camp. So, I can trust you to deliver the boy to me then? Us child eaters must look out for one another. Now that is a shame. Been so long since we've had a good baby steak. Oh well, I suppose it can't be helped. Come on out, gentlemen. This meat needs tenderizing.
Hey!
Come on! I'm hit! Come on! Holy shit! Will ya?
Yeah? Thank God. Where am I dropping the little bastard off? Alright, good. Then I'll get to dragging his ass off that way. You should talk to John. I bet he'll be happy to hear the end of this.
Kaisar will have you crucified for...
Hey. Good. Keep making yourself useful around here, and I might just include an 11th doctrine for everyone to throw money at you. I'm not doing that. Anyway, did you know we have a hot spring here? If you've seen it, you also probably saw the loser sitting there, polluting the water with his ass. He's kind of like a direct mirror opposite of me, in that he's dumb as a bag of hammers, and also nobody likes him. Anyway, he's been trying to get our local gardener guy to help him with some bullshit, which our friendly greenhouse tender refuses to do. So, go chat with the crop babysitter Nick and see if you can convince him to do the thing, whatever it is, I don't care. Oh, yeah, right. Here's your cash for finally ridding us of that Legion kid. Hope he gets captured by cannibals.
Howdy.
What? Oh, what do you want? Not anymore. I deserted. Ran away. Like a coward. Was trying to book a caravan to take me to New Canaan. Ran into John before that could happen. He convinced me to come here. Said country is just a concept that wasn't worth anybody's lives. I don't know if that's true or not, but I just want to forget the past. Nothing more. Oh, for the love of... Really? How much you want to bet that the only reason he's taking that stance is because he doesn't actually know what Chadford's been asking from me? He wants me to murder some guy that he owes money to. I deserted from the military because I was sick of all the killing. It'd have to be pre-fucking dire for me to arm up again, and Chadford's not going to be the one making it happen. Maybe you should chat with him. Maybe you can convince him to stop being such a complete asshat. Probably not, but worth a shot.
Whoa, what's up, dude? You here for this most excellent of bathing experiences too? I'm Chadford, the king of sleeping and, like, being rad. Meaning radical, not radioactive, which is a total bummer, dude. What? Oh, Nick is that tubular deserter guy, right? Yeah, I was hoping he could, like, go find the dude I'm in debt with and, like, shoot him a bunch. But, like, he's being such a bummer about it. Like, dude, it's not righteous to leave me hanging, you know? Oh, maybe you could murder that total butthole, right? Yeah, you look like a regular murder machine, dude. Radical. What? Sorry, I zoned out there, dude. I was imagining that I was here in this hot spring, and then some bodacious babes with big boobs showed up. It was radical. Anyway, what'd you say? You'd help deal with the loan shark? Gnarly! He's hanging out at, like, a farm in outer Vegas. Yeah, thanks for agreeing to kill him for me, dude. While you do that, I'm gonna sit here. Yeah. Anyway, dude, I'm gonna try and imagine more babes to think I'm sexy. Righteous.
Had enough? Retribution. Retribution. Aha! Aha! There you are. Ah! Yeah!
That's gonna stink.
I didn't mean it. Don't kill me. You like the sight of your own blood? You like the sight of your own blood?
I feel like I've talked to you before, but I don't really remember. So, like, yeah. What's up, dude? Radical! That dude was, like, totally bogus. I don't think there's anything else I need. Oh, unless you want to scrub my back for me. Wait, where are you going? I feel like I've... Courier. I am Dragon Fist. I wander the wastes, searching for worthy opponents who stand a fair chance of enduring my strength. And when I find these worthy challengers, I punch them.
Hey. Chadford, the hell did he want? Oh. Well, you should have just told Chadford to fuck himself. That's how I always handle him. Oh well, if that's done, then everything is done. I think. I got nothing else. So yeah, good job. Well, as infinitely valuable as the gratitude of a holy prophet is, you know what's even more valuable? Money! Here you go. Have 1,000 caps. Adios, amigo.